Lads and lassies, I'm your host Cameron Hamilton. Introductions aside, cop a squat, buckle up, and try not to wet yourself in excitement. It's that time again, folks. Time to air some more of the student docs we know you love. So get out of your socks and sandals because these technology-based docs will help you connect with your inner nerd. It's journal time. To start the show, we have a film produced by Katie Gogos and Jamyle Burchell. In their film, we meet two young artists who created an augmented reality business card in order to stand out from all other boring business cards. Sounds like a niche market, but then again, we are in film.
Hey, my name's Sampreet. I'm a filmmaker.
And my name is Kevin. I'm a musician, and together we are a production company known as Triangle and Seed.
Sailing those lonely nights, drown me from head to toe. Throw me the swollen tides, I'll be your shipping show. Sailing those lonely eyes.
So Triangle and Seed actually just started in a really, grassroots way. Me and Kevin, we lived down the street from each other, and we grew up being artistic influences on each other. So while he was making music, I thought, how can I be a compliment to him? And so I decided to start making videos, and that's how it started. I shot his first music video, and once everyone saw it, everyone was like, "Whoa, you guys make a good team. Could you work for us?" And so we started making content for other people, and we've just been going strong since then.
So the whole way we got into technology being a part of our production company is through this grant that ArtReach was providing that would allow businesses or collectives to develop their business, or what was the other thing?
Develop their business or make some sort of community impact.
You'd go through a sort of interview process, first starting with a proposal. If you get selected, you do consultations with the judges, and then eventually you move on to pitch live, and you get a chance to get $5,000 for funding. We wanted to use the funding to do something different.
Me and Kevin have never been about doing stuff the regular ways. We were like, you know what? Let's try to make this innovative. Let's try to bring in some of these new media technologies that are so different in art, so that we can kind of set ourselves apart and really blow the judges away.
We were gonna print out new business cards because it's a pitch. There's gonna be people there that we wanted to connect with.
We were kind of like, there's business cards are boring, and we're artists, right? We want to make stuff that's unique, that's interesting. If you want to stand out as an artist, you got to do something different. And so we were thinking, no, we don't want to do regular business cards. We want to do business cards where your music video shows up on your business card as long as you have an app.
I think the idea that came up first was like, why not make the business card in the design of like a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Because Yu-Gi-Oh is all based upon like cards that project monsters out of the card. And so it's like, oh, what if we projected your music video out of the card? And I'm like, okay, like Yu-Gi-Oh might be a little bit esoteric, but we could use a playing card, just a regular 52. What do you call them? Just playing cards?
Playing cards?
Yeah.
When you do make an AR business card, you need some really intricate designs so that when the camera reads the designs and it sees how things look in 3D space, it needs something really intricate for it to really stand out and recognize what's on the card and project a video on it. So it was like two birds in one stone. We had this really complex design, and it worked perfectly for an AR card.
It's pretty self-explanatory. If you think about it in terms of the name, like it augments reality. So you're looking at it through the screen, and it's projecting something in reality. So if you move around, then you see it from the different angles, and that's why it's so useful in everything. And we haven't seen it so much in arts, and we're like, this would be a perfect time to sort of show its functionality in the arts community.
So I ended up taking a few days and coming up with the idea and making the design, and the rest is history.
So we had the judges experience it live, and we had a video projecting that showed the demonstration for people in the audience. And as soon as we put it on, it was like the 2000 dunk contest when Vince Carter put the arm in the rim, and then everyone was just like, you know, and then Shaq was just like, it was like that. It was like everyone was just like, what is this?
So it's actually funny because, you know, when did we do this? More than a year ago, a year and a half ago, and now it's really coming to the forefront of social media, where you see, you know, really big artists making the Mona Lisa come alive.
Obviously, the biggest example would be Pokemon Go. Radiohead made an app, an augmented reality app.
You know, the Yu-Gi-Oh idea that Kevin
it's
thought would be cool is now a reality a year later.
Yeah.
It's like a completely new way to experience art. The beauties of technology today is we're so lucky to have access to information. You know, it's even if you don't have knowledge about AR today, you watch a few YouTube videos and read a few online articles, and by tomorrow you got a lot of experience. And so, you know, it's not super hard to learn about it, and we live in a day today where it's actually really easy to learn that information. Don't feel like it's impossible. You know, technology is not a barrier. It's an avenue to the future.
Our next bit was made by Devante Stewart. His film, Moms, Kids, and Technology, probes into the day-to-day experience of a close-knit family and how they use technology.
Jace? Where are you? Oh. Oh my gosh. I mean, to me it was kind of minimal. Like we had, we wrote if we wanted to get in contact with family, friends, and they lived far away, we wrote letters. Now these kids, they just send a text. They have phones, they send a text or they send a WhatsApp message, and you can contact anyone all over the world. Whereas my daughter now, she could just, you know, tell me, Mom, I wanna contact Uncle Brian. And so we just send a text, or it's Uncle Brian's birthday and we'll sing a song and send it off by WhatsApp and he gets it immediately. I guess the good thing about it is that she is gonna grow up in a time where, you know, technology is taken over and has taken over, and she'll be learning along with the curve. It probably helps them because it's more visual. Kiana likes to use abcnotes.com. She goes and she logs onto it on the tablet, and it's teaching her all types of educational programs, whether it be her reading or how she pronounces certain things. I have to keep ahead of the curve or become updated, or there's things that I don't know when I could go to Kiana, how do you do this? And she has to teach me how to do certain things. So it's a good thing because we're learning together. As much as technology helps them with their learning, you also have to be wary of what they're looking at. So you have to just be careful for their safety. You always have to monitor what they're on. And there's a lot of weirdos out there. So just as a parent, I always have to monitor her and make sure she's not, you know, on a site that she shouldn't be on. Sometimes, you know, like if you're on a YouTube page, you click on a link and it might lead you to something else that you shouldn't be on at 6 years old. Kids are very resilient and they're always watching you, and it's just funny to see her take the phone and just start swiping. It's a good lesson in technology.
I like to play on my toy tablet, and it's a princess one.
Hello, little princess.
So sometimes I will do these ones, Then when I'm finished all those, I might do the music. And it's like a computer because it has letters on it. Very fun because it has activity ones too. The game that I really love more than the cooking one is actually the pearl game. It is better because you get to find all the pearls that are you need.
With technology, always be a parent first and then a friend. Just guide them through everything, and then you'll be surprised at how much further ahead they are than you are. You could learn from your children as well, and everything else will fall into place. When you're pregnant, you never know what to expect. You don't know what your life's gonna be, you just know you're gonna be excited. But it definitely does change your life. It's a lot of work, but they also make you open up your heart having kids.
We're lucky enough to have with us Devante today. So, hello Devante, can you hear me?
Hey Cameron, how you doing?
I'm doing great, how are you?
I'm great.
So, I'd like to ask you, how's your experience with your aunt, how's the experience with your aunt and her children similar to your experience at home with technology?
What? Well, I can say that it's very close to my experience because 24 hours a day I'm on this device like crazy, and even when I wash the dishes, it's like I have like my headphones tuned in and my eyes on the screen. And there was this one time where like I was doing like the dishes and whatnot, and then my mom was calling me and she kept calling me, and then like she just took like a book and just threw it at me. That's how serious it was. So how about you with your own experience?
Oh, I'm honestly, I'm the same way. Like, I'm always on my phone. There's almost not a minute that goes by where I don't have it on me. Like, I even have the watch that tells me who texts me, all that kind of thing.
Right.
The one time a day, though, that I kind of let go of it is actually dinner time. One of the big things in my family is like no phones at the table, that kind of thing. Is that kind of the same with you, or?
Honestly, yes, because my mom's usually at work while I'm at home. So when I come home from school, like I would take my dinner and heat it up and eat it in front of the TV and be on my headphones and be on the Wi-Fi or any of that stuff, to be honest. So like that family dynamic isn't really there anymore. It's just my phone, my laptop, and just my music.
Wow. So I know like with this overuse of technology, especially with children, it's keeping them up at night. I know this is a huge problem. Do you find you have this problem too, like just always on your phone, like at night, kind of keeping you awake?
Most definitely, yes. Because there are times where I stay up late and I'll be scrolling through Snapchat, Instagram, or even Facebook. And just last night, I stayed up until I believe was it 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Just to listen to like my favorite song, and then I just woke up at 6, and then I came here to class. So it was a bit tiring, but yes, I definitely have this problem.
I don't know how you do it, to be honest.
Me too.
The whole social media thing, though, is that kind of like, do you see that as a big problem? Do you feel like you're maybe like missing out? Is that what it is?
Well, with social media, yes, the fear of missing out is a big deal because teenagers and young people always want to know what's going on and what's trending and what's in the news so that they can follow up with their friends on what they saw the night previous. So that's definitely a big point. And even when I grow up to become a parent as well too, like I have that set in my mind that my kids will pay more attention to their phones than me.
Right. It's crazy. All right, well, thank you very much for being here, Devante.
Thank you for having me.
The time has come to move on to our third documentary, one that was produced by Alex Pirillo. Let's take a look at it.
Hi, my name is Avery Clark, and I am doing an experiment where I go to a local store and buy a prepaid President's Choice cell phone, and I compare it to newer day cell phones. So my expectations for this experiment is that the old cell phone is definitely going to last longer, and I think I'm going to be able to resist going on it as much as I would a regular cell phone. To start the experiment, I charged the old phone overnight. Then, when I was about to begin my day, I unplugged the phone. So during getting ready for work and putting my makeup on, I was playing music, and throughout the day I was sending texts and phone calls, and then at the end of the day I still had around 70%.
So I just tried typing on the old phone, and this is what it turned out to be.
The buttons are a lot harder to type on, and not to mention that it lags altogether as a phone, so it's really hard for words to come out really fast. I find that the screen is really hard to actually look at just because it's so small compared to the new cell phones. I find that while I'm driving with the old phone, I'm not as distracted as I usually would be with the iPhone. So with the iPhone, I'd be able to check my messages and even Snapchat, which I know is not the best. But with the old phone, I don't have any of those distractions. As you can tell, I just took a photo on the old phone, and the quality isn't that great. Plus, it took a really long time just to get the photo done. The old cell phones, they are made out of rock. I have dropped it so many times because I'm such a clumsy person, and they don't break. See, there's barely any scratches to it, versus my actual phone. A week after I got it, it cracked. So when I have the old cell phone, I find that I don't want to be on it as much because I don't have the new applications for it. Versus my friends who have new cell phones and they're on it constantly and we're not really communicating as well. So right now it's already 8 o'clock and I've been on my old phone for a really long time. And I've gotten bored because there are no other distractions to help me like Snapchat or Twitter. So that's why with the iPhone, I stay up longer. So it's at the end of the day of the experiment, and overall I believe that the old cell phone had its good and negatives about it. The negatives was that the screen was really small and it was really hard to type and actually do my work through my phone. However, the positives were that I wasn't distracted when I was driving, and overall I wasn't really on my phone and my communication skills got way better.
So, here's the deal. Everyone watching the show knows what video games are. If they don't, well, I'm not making excuses for them. This next piece was made by Matt Lagrossa. He spent a lot of time working on this film, which follows a pro gamer in his first tournament.
Blueberry Jam versus Patrick.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Super Smash Bros. Melee is a fighting game made by Nintendo, and it features a lot of well-known Nintendo characters such as Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Bowser, and also some not so well-known characters such as the Ice Climbers, Captain Falcon, Samus, and Marth. The game was created in the early 2000s, so it's almost 20 years old, but it's still one of the most competitive and one of the most played fighting games to this day. Melee is kind of different from other fighting games in that most fighting games you have a fixed screen where they have health bars, and once you eliminate someone's health bar, they're pretty much dead. In Melee, you basically have a number, a percentage, and it racks up, and basically the higher the percentages, the farther knocked back you get, and the easier it is to kill you. So that's what really makes it different from other fighting games. So I expect there to be a lot of Fox and Falcos, maybe even Mars and Falcons, because those are pretty much the probably the high tier characters in the game. I really don't expect to play well. I expect the competition there to be actually really good compared to what I usually play against. So that's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, I don't think I'd place high. If anything, I think I'd win maybe even one game, maybe none. So yeah, we'll see about that.
Alright, so I'm hitting up my boy Diego's place right now. He's gonna have a couple of the guys over and they're gonna play Smash, so why not get some practice in before the tournament? So let's go on in.
Alper, he's still in it though.
Oh, the Jimmy got older like Fontenelle! You got lucky. You got lucky.
Alright, so I'm just at Diego's place right now with Joe and Nando, playing some Smash, getting some runs in, getting some good practice before the tournaments. It's always better to, verse real people than a level 9 computer, so that's pretty good.
I don't know, the competition there, it's pretty fierce. Jamyle has his little kinks with Samus, but we'll see how it goes.
I've never been to locals for Smash, but I hear the competition's pretty good. You know, I'm not so arrogant that I think we are like some kind of 5 gods or something like that. But yeah, I know the competition's going to be good, but Pat's a great player. You know, I think he's going to put up a great fight and do his best.
Well, I think Pat in this tournament is going to do very well. He's a fierce competitor. He's amazing. He's awesome. He plays a nasty Samus, man. I think he'll finish first in this tournament, man.
What'd you say first?
Alright, so it's game day, tournament time. I think I feel good about the tournaments. I'm not sure how competitive it's going to be, so we'll see how that is. I think the practice that I put in is going to help a lot, so wish me luck.
Alright, so we're just about to pull up to ANC where the tournament's being held. Apparently this is going to be the last tournament there because apparently they're doing renovations, so that's kind of hype. We'll see how I do there. Hopefully I can at least get some W's, so wish me luck, guys.
Blueberry Jam versus Patrick.
Yeah, that's the beginning. Absolutely demolished first game. Probably took, yeah, I only took one, so hopefully get lucky in the moves bracket. We'll see. Second match went better. I got, I think, 2 stocks from each game, but man, those wobbles, the ice climbers. I thought I was gonna do way worse. I thought I wasn't gonna get any stocks at all. So I'm happy how it was. So many people here are really good, really nice, give you advice when like how to get better. So one day, for the first time, practice, a lot of practice. Even coming here just to like friendlies. Just to, not even when it's a tournament, just to play with other people, you know, get advice, get better. That's probably your best bet. So all in all, fun day. Learned a lot, played a lot, watched a lot. So off the ball now, gonna go coach the guys and maybe play. So see you guys later.
So, we've got Matt here with us to give us some more insight. Matt, you have to tell me what Smash is.
Sure. So Smash is short for Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers is a Nintendo fighting game series, obviously developed by Nintendo in the mid-90s,
right,
with its original game being Smash Brothers 64. And then later there were more advanced installations for the later systems like the GameCube, that's Super Smash Brothers Melee, then Super Smash Brothers Brawl Wii U, Super Smash Brothers, the Wii U version and the 3DS version. But it's basically a fighting game where you get to pick some of your favorite Nintendo characters: Pikachu, Mario, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, Link, and some characters that some people may not know, such as Captain Falcon, Martha, and Ness.
Right,
and
right.
you basically duke it out to see who's the last man standing.
So is this a game that's typically used in tournaments? Is this a big thing?
Yeah, it's still holding strong. A lot of people play Super Smash Brothers Melee competitively still. Tournaments like EVO, MLG, even give cash prizes to the top 6 or grand prize
So
to the winner.
it's a big deal then, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal. There's a big community
This is
for
something
it.
you can see yourself doing then, or?
See myself doing, yes.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't be able to do it. It definitely takes a lot of time and
Right,
efforts
right.
and commitment. The guys that do play competitively probably play Smash like half the day.
Right.
So yeah, it definitely takes a lot of time.
Anyways, we have some Xbox controllers here.
We do.
We have an Xbox.
We do.
Why don't we start a little gaming thing here ourselves? Want to play some Halo?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's get this started. So, going classic Slayer.
Okay.
We have 4 minutes on the clock. Let's see who can get the most kills in 4 minutes. Okay.
Sure. So
Let's do
I don't
this.
play shooting games. If I get 1 kill, I'm happy.
Oh,
So I just want to put that out there.
My plan is to destroy you.
Okay, good. Don't hold back, because I won't get better if you take it easy. Oh, man.
Off to a good start. You're actually holding up.
Oh, first
Look
kill,
at
let's
that.
go. Come on.
Wow, I feel like I need to step my game up.
Yeah, come on, Cam.
See, we've been practicing this and practicing in our rehearsals, and every time I've been destroying you. I think my winning streak's kind of up, you know? Oh, come on, come on. Oh! I have no words for you right now. What is happening?
I don't know. I felt comfortable with the jetpack, but now I got used to the running class.
I still have 3 minutes to get my throne back.
I think
so.
Is this a sniper that I have? I don't even know. Oh yeah,
Come
that's
on,
a
where are you
sniper.
at? Let's go up top.
So did you grow up with Halo Cam or?
I did. I've been playing Halo probably since I was like 5 years old, to be honest.
Wow.
Like, as soon as it came out, I got the game as a kid.
Yeah, all over
Used to
that.
play it all the time with my dad. Funny story, actually. One of the times we were playing, I remember I raged so hard playing it. I actually ended up throwing the controller at the TV.
You threw the controller at the TV. Wow.
Yeah.
TV didn't break?
No, it didn't break.
Okay.
But needless to say, I was kind of grounded from the Xbox for a few months.
Yeah.
I've learned to control myself since then. So
Oh, there you go.
unless you end up actually winning, I'm pushing you off the stage. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can imagine.
hopefully,
your
it won't
parents-
get to that point.
Yeah. I can imagine your parents wouldn't have been too pleased when you threw the controller at the TV.
Oh no. What are we at? We're at
Yeah,
2
but at
minutes
least
on
it
the
didn't
clock. I'm 1 point behind you right now.
Okay. Still a very tight game.
I
It's up
plan
in the
on
air.
catching up if I can actually find you. Wow.
Where
It's
are
a
you?
small. Yeah, it's a small map, and you're nowhere to be seen.
Oh.
There we
there I
go. Sorry,
There I
I
am.
feel like
Dead
a
now.
cheater using this. I'm gonna put it away. Minute and a half, and we're at a tie game right now. We're cutting it close.
See, the thing is, you're finding me before I get to find you.
Oh.
That's the problem right now.
So, what kind of games do you normally play then? Like, what's kind of your style?
I'm usually like I don't mind shooters. I don't
Yeah.
play them often, but I don't mind them. I just picked up Overwatch. It's a pretty fun shooting game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
normally I just play really anything from adventure games to fighting games like Smash. I'd have to say my favorite game is probably Assassin's Creed 2.
Love that game.
Yeah.
One of my
great
favorites for
series.
sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that would I guess be my.
Oh, 2 point lead.
Man, okay. At least I got 2 kills. I'm happy with the 2 kills.
50 seconds left on the clock. There is still a chance for you to catch up. We'll see how that goes. Oh.
See, like I'm putting like 80 bullets in your chest and you're not done. And then I die with 1 bullet.
30 seconds left. I
man.
don't know if you're going to get those 3 kills, to be honest.
Is a comeback time right now.
You started strong, though. Like, I was shocked there in the beginning. I know you're somewhere near me. Oh.
Oh. Is that a kill?
Oh.
Right.
There you go, 1 up.
Not sure
10
if we'll have
seconds
time
left
for
to
a
go.
comeback, though.
I think this match is pretty well sealed up. 5 seconds. Last kill, last kill. Yes.
I don't
There
think
you
it
go.
counted,
I think it counted. Oh, it didn't. Wow, last second there.
Still
All
won,
right,
still
well,
won. It was a great
thank
game.
you very much, Matt.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for being here. All right, that's it for this week's journal. Hope you all enjoyed it. Tune in next week for another journal full of great documentaries. Thank you very much. Let's play some more Halo.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. My mom would have flipped if I threw something at the TV, dude.
Yeah, it was a rough time.
give it up after.